the name is Brandon Groce. And we are the Game Changers. Designers, creatives alike. We are in a world that runs on value. Our next designs will be the shiniest. Our next animations will be the most buttery. Ladies and gentlemen, Game Changers, let the games begin.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Editor X Live with me, your host, Brandon Groce, and I'm super excited to have you guys back here with me yet again to be working on creating a custom grid for your e-commerce products and your website. So with that said, I'm super excited for you guys to be here with me today. Demo, we are in the chat, the live chat. Good to have you as well, and all the rest of you is here today. With that said, I do want to dive into our house cleaning items and then jump into today's challenge. So with that said, for those of you who are brand new to Editor X and don't already have an account, you definitely want to go to editorx.com and go to start now and sign up for your free account so you can start creating new or brand new sites, responsive sites, and that are absolutely beautiful, interactive, and much more. So with that said, with that being the first part of our home, guys, I haven't even had coffee today. Good. My brain is like, but next up, after that being the first part of our house cleaning items, second of all, you do want to go to the link in the description to join our Discord. You actually can join Editor X and join our Discord with the links in the description, and you can also download the files for today's challenge in the description as well. It should be the first link. But you do want to join our Discord so you can really get three things. One, meet cool and amazing creatives like yourself. Two, get the announcements for when all of our challenges are going live. The announcements for the winners of the prizes for those who have engaged in the challenges for the last 2 weeks. And also on top of that, being able to ask unlimited questions to me, the Editor X team, and really just anybody who is in the Discord to get your questions answered regarding any technical obstacles you face in Editor X. So with that being said, the top 3 channels you want to check out are Ask a Question, our challenges, this is where we submit our challenges, but our challenges section, what challenges are happening. Obviously today we have custom e-commerce layout in Editor X, and tomorrow is repeaters, but this is where we let you guys know what is happening. And on top of that, we have the announcements, not only just the challenges, but what's happening in Editor X. And of course, where we typically chat, which is our chat, and we talk about all the cool things that we're working on. All right, with that being said, let's move on over to today's challenge. And I also want to say hello all over to everybody in the live chat. What is going on, Gabrielle? We had Rodrigo, Lisa, welcome back, my friend. You took a quick break, glad to have you. Dimma and Kimberly, nice to have you here as well. Alicia, good to see you too. And Victor, here we go. I feel like we're going to have like a community of just like dabbing emojis. Very nicely done. All right, and if you haven't already, please like this video and subscribe. It helps tremendously to this channel, these videos, to help you guys really just learn a little bit more in Editor X and help reach other people. Okay, so what we are producing today is a very simple e-commerce page, but we are going to produce a custom layout for our products. If you guys are not familiar with the default layout when it comes to e-commerce products, it kind of looks like this. I'll show you guys what it starts off with, or what it looks like, and then we will go from A to Z, how to get a store in Editor X, how to make it custom, how to edit your products, and how to do exactly what we have there. So typically when you create a Editor X store, you will get a little bit of a grid like this, and I'll show you guys how you actually get a grid. We're going to be starting from scratch. So typically when you pull in or add in the shop plugin to Editor X, you get a default layout just like this. And sometimes, and you can edit it, of course. You can always go to the settings, and there are some settings that you can change here, the layout, things of that nature, but some of them are a little restrictive. So we're going to talk about how we can do something a little bit more fancy today. All right, so let's start from the absolute beginning. So first off, let's talk about how to bring in a store into your Editor X website. So what I've done, we have a blank website here. I'm going to refresh this very quickly so we can actually see the full page. Bow, bow. All right, so what we're going to do first is we are going to go to, dun, dun, dun. I'm going to go click my plus here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to store. And essentially, basically, this is how awesome Editor X is. With a click of a button, you can just have a whole entire online store on your site. So I'm going to go ahead and click this. It's going to do some magic. It's going to go from, it's basically just putting all the Legos together. I don't know what goes in it, but hey, it helps us out. And while I'm waiting for that, I'm going to take a quick sip of my coffee. And also congratulate Lisa for really watching all the replays and starting to recreate all of the challenges on your own. That is awesome, Lisa. That is like dedication. And Kimberly has been doing the same thing as well. All right, let me see. They put a lot of good stuff in this. This is how you know, guys. But you only have to do this once. Once it's in there, we're good to go. Just count some sheep. Wiggle your toes. Anything to pass the time. We'll give it a couple more seconds. I'm actually wondering if it froze. I'm a little worried. All right, let me refresh here for a second. And the reason I want to show you guys this is there's a couple of steps that we have to do in order to get to the custom layouts. And I don't want you guys to get lost in between any of that. So let me go ahead and refresh this really quick. I'm pretty sure it's done. That shouldn't take that long. Watch it have just like me refreshing the page just have like stopped everything. No. No. All right. Let me see if I don't think I can show you guys from the beginning if I don't do this. We'll try one more. Okay, it's in here. All right. Let me look at our pages here. Okay, so when you bring this in, essentially what Wix does is or what Editor X does with this Wix plugin is it pulls in and automatically creates for you a product page, a cart page, a thank you page, and a shop page. We're not gonna necessarily worry about all that, although I do not see, let's go to shop. This should be where all your products are. All right, cool. So when you have basically you've put in the plugin, and now you have all of those pages created for you. What we're going to focus on here is this piece here. I'm going to break kind of down how this works, how to manage products, where you can add some of your images and the assets that we've given you for today's challenge. So we can go to manage products. And basically this will just give you a whole list of what we saw there on display. So what you'll have here are different images of all the products, all the details relating to those products, for example, the name, the type. I don't think you really have to worry about the SKU. I think that's for more back-end stuff, and the price. So I can go inside of this product, I can change the image, and I can change the name, I can change the description, the price, all that good stuff. We're not going to focus too much on that right now. I've already done that. I just want to show you guys how to, one, get the shop in there, two, we're about to dive how to change the assets because you guys can either use your own or the ones that we've given you for today's challenge. And most importantly, this next piece, which was a little tricky and took me a little bit to figure out. So what we want to do next is bring in, I'm going to just add a section here. And this will all make sense, guys. Right now, I'm not worried about the design. I'm showcasing to you guys, one, how to get the shop in, two, how to edit those items, three, how to utilize your product data to create a custom grid with that data. So what we're gonna do, and once I show you guys how to do that, then we will switch to this project and kind of mess around. Or maybe we'll stick here, who knows. I might add 2 sections for us here. And what you guys will see here, there's some new things brought in. So essentially when you make the store, what will happen is you get a login bar, which we won't talk about right now, and you'll get a cart icon, and you just have your default menu. In the project that we have here, you guys can just see I have just moved the menu to be centered. I've created a 3-gridded menu, have our looking glass logo here, menu in the center, and we've left our login bar and our shop or / cart to the right. So next, let's just take a look at this. I'm gonna actually delete one of these sections. I'm gonna add a let's see here. I'm gonna go to my quick add here, and I'm gonna go to galleries. I'm gonna just pull this in. And so what we're gonna do here is we are gonna take this, all these assets, and we are going to basically port them in to this pro gallery that we can actually manipulate. And so what I'm going to do here first is I'm going to scale. First, I'm going to go to my section, go to my inspector, and I'm going to give padding about like 77 pixels to both sides of this section. I'm going to hit enter. I'm going to go to my pro gallery, and I'm going to scale this to the full size of this section, just like this. Now the pro gallery already produces a whole bunch of placeholder items and things of that nature, but this is not yet this is just photos. This is not connected in any way to our products. We want to go from this to actually being able to put the data from here into here. And so before we dive into that, I want to show you guys what you can do in terms of editing your the pro gallery. So what we can do here is we can go to layouts, and we can actually go from, I've never known how to say, what does that say, collage? I thought that said foliage. I was like, I've never seen that word in my life. But we have much more unique layout settings in our pro gallery versus our e-commerce. So if I go to settings, you guys can see layout. It's very, very basic. We literally have like left align, center align, just the photo, and then it's essentially a card. So we don't want all that. We're eccentric. We want deliciousness. We want French kiss. So we're gonna do exactly that after I wipe my eyelashes. All right. So settings, layout, and you can just pick whichever you want, and you can go to customize layout. And here we have the ability to have a scroll direction. I have not tried horizontal. I'm actually really curious what that does. I am assuming you will be able to scroll through this gallery horizontally versus vertically. I guess that's what that is. And you can control your thumbnail size. And what we'll do is we're going to try to get all of this content at least on. I think this should be fine for now. Let me see if I reduce this a little bit. We're not going to have all this content when we pull in our products, but we can add a load more button if we do have a lot of content. We can add things like social sharing if we want people to have the ability to share the photos or the particular these particular photos, or eventually our products, which will be once we port in our data. There's a heart icon when people hover over this stuff. So let me just show you guys. Let me preview this. So this is kind of what is happening here. There's just video, there's other photos here, but they aren't products like I said. Currently, they are just photos. But what we're going to do is step one is we are going to change the design. How when people hover or interact with this, how does it look? All right, so let's just go through all the settings. I'm gonna go to settings, design, and from here I have a whole bunch of other things. So we have a full overlay, partial overlay. We can set the size in percentages, pixels. I'm gonna stick with full overlay. We can do a gradient. We can darken the overlay here. I'm gonna go to 70. Change the icon color, which is that heart. We have a couple other overlay effects. I haven't messed with those just yet, but there's a lot of things that we can do here. But before we start messing with them, let's actually port in our product data in. And to do that, what we need to do is, and I think I've already done it here. You guys will not have, I know what I'm missing. Because I've already done it on this project, and I don't want you guys to miss it. So the next thing what we're gonna do is we're gonna go up top here where it says Content Manager. You guys are gonna click it, and I want to see if I can actually, I wish I could delete the Content Manager. Because what you guys are going to see, I'm gonna create a new project here so you guys can see exactly what you're gonna see. So I'm just gonna skip, blank. So step 1, add stores. Step 2, Content Manager. Or you can start messing with the grid. But for the Content Manager, what you're gonna go do here, just like the store, you're gonna click this right here, add to site, and again, it's gonna take another wait period. You're just going to click out of this, and you want to go to manage content right here. You want to go to this cogwheel, and you want to go to Wix apps collections, show or hide app collections. These will automatically be added with apps such as stores and events. This is super important. You want this toggled on, or else you will literally not be able to do anything else we are about to do. So please make sure you do that before you continue with what we're going to do. All right, now let's go back here. Once you turn that toggle on, you will have this connect data option available to you. So I'm going to go ahead and click this. And what I'm going to do here is now we're talking about data sets. Start by creating a data set. So I'm going to click here, create data set. And I'm going to choose from data sets from my store. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to select products and hit create. So now what this has done is it's now connected my store products to the gallery. And now what it's asking me is, okay, well, what type of data do you want to pull from your products? First off, we want to pull, where do we want our images sourced? We want the images sourced from the main media that we have attached to our products. So we're going to go ahead and click that. And as you guys can see, it already has changed. The products that were default to our products have now shown up in our gallery. Now, titles. So where do we want to get the title data? We want to get it from the names of our products in our product content manager. So we're going to go ahead, grab the names. And for our description, what I like to do for this is basically just get the formatted price of our products and linked. What we want for this is the actual product page. So let's see, product page URL. So we're going to go ahead and grab that. All right. So now that we have the data connected, we are going to now go to our layout once again, or actually our design. Now let's see. For our text, what we want, because right now we only have hover, we have the heart, and we have an overlay. Now we actually want to put the title of our products, the price of our products, once people hover over the images. So I'm going to go to design. I went to texts. I'm going to add info on display, title, description, and let's see. What happens to the info on hover? We want it to appear. And I'm going to do a quick refresh here because I should be seeing the titles and the prices at least here. So I am going to close this out very quickly. I'm also going to double check here because we should have, these are the titles, this is the price. We should be at least seeing that here. Let me do a quick refresh. Kimberly says this in the live chat is saying this topic is perfect for what I've been working on. I am glad. Because this is, you know, this one is not, it wasn't super intuitive, like especially to go through and find that, it used to be, you could do this another way, but there was, you know, I had to kind of go in and find that, that toggle. All right, so now we can see. And also, this is just a reminder, guys, when you are changing settings in Editor X and you don't see the changes that you're making happening, just refresh. All right, let me go back to the page. Let me go to shop. All right, so now we can see we have the product name, we have the product price, we still have our heart. And let's just go back into this and let's start continuing to edit this. All right. So we're going to go back to layout, or excuse me, settings, design. Let's go to overlay. Dun, dun, dun. I think our overlay is fine. I kind of want the overlay to fade in, so we'll pick that. Now let's go back. Let's go to text. I want to edit the text a little bit. The text is a little too thick for me. So now we're going to go to text design. We're going to go to style in color for our heading, and we're just going to click this. This is where we get to change the themes, the actual fonts. You guys know how I feel about Montserrat, so that's what we're picking. We'll do Montserrat bold, and we are going to reduce the font just a little bit. I feel like it's a little thick out here. So as you guys can see, as I change this, the size, I'm going to set this to 16 and we'll be fine. Now for the paragraph 2, which is basically the price, I'm going to click on that. Again, Montserrat. Maybe we'll do light for this one. We'll see. There we go. And we can pop this up if we wanted to. There we go. Close that. And now this is where we kind of have our alignment tools. So we can have our content in the center, right aligned, in the center, or to the bottom. So for right now, I think I'm just gonna set everything to left align and towards the bottom, so it's basically right over top of that heart. Now, the heart is kind of like, do we really want the heart? So what I'm gonna do here, and there's more settings down below, but we won't worry about that for right now. I'm gonna go to buttons. I do wanna create a custom button, and I'm going to leave it like this just for now. That's perfect for me. We're gonna go back, and that heart is a little bothering me. So I'm gonna go to settings. I'm gonna go find this heart icon piece right here. And I'm just gonna turn this off. So now if we go to preview and I hover over an icon, or basically an image, now there's just the title, the price, and we have the ability to click here. And now, like I said once before, and I showed you guys, this was just an image before. Now if we click on it, this will actually take us to a product page, and we can edit this, which is a whole nother challenge. But rather than a photo, we now have this set up to the content manager of our products. So that's basically the basics of what I wanted to show you guys today. But let's continue to keep tweaking. Let's go back to edit site. Let's go back to our shop page. And of course, like I've mentioned before, this product page, you can design the default product page that is given to you in with the basically the installation of the Wix stores, and you would just edit the product page design. So let's go back to shop, and let's keep tweaking here, guys. And what we could do, guys, is we no longer need this on the homepage. We just needed it to plug into, we just needed the data and basically to get this in our site, create the shop, create the content manager, import it into our gallery. We don't really necessarily need this component right now. So for right now, I am just going to, I wonder if I can actually, I do want to do like a don't display. So I'm assuming what you would need to do is, if you wanted to create your own custom gallery, is you would need to take this portion that we just made on another homepage. So what we're going to do, just like we learned, I think a couple days ago, is we are going to take this section, set as master section. Ooh, would we attaching this element to masters will break its data connection? Okay, never mind. I wonder what happens if we delete this. I think that might mess up our data too. But essentially, this stuff, guys, this pro gallery, I believe you'll be able to put anywhere on your site. But we don't have enough time to do that. However, I did showcase that in this example. So what I have here is literally what I just explained. I'll show to you guys here. I have the separate shop page because the 30 minutes I don't have enough time to show you guys everything that I want to show. We have our shop. I've imported all of the images that I wanted, and then I created a separate homepage. I created two sections, one for a hero image and one for our pro gallery. And I did the exact same following steps, guys. I connected the gallery to data, to the products, and I made those, it connected data of the main images, the names, the formatted price, and the product pages. And we have the same result that we have, which I just showed you. We have the title, the price, and we have the ability to click the chair, and we go to the default product page. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is pretty much what I wanted to showcase to you guys. How to, one, add a store to your website. Two, how to add a content manager. Three, how to bridge the data from your products to your Wix gallery, and really be able to put that anywhere on your site. So now you guys can really just mess around with how you want to have the layout of your content. You can pick any of this stuff. Let's see. Let's click that. It's not wanting to move for me. Let's try to refresh to see what's happening here. Lisa, I'm worried. In the live chat, Lisa's saying, I think you can just hit the delete key and get rid of the second one without messing up the new one. We'll see. I don't want to have that mess up happen live, because I do know that this particular page is important to... okay. So basically, here is just another view that I used with the gallery. It's a little too big. I don't think we need all that, especially with the hover. But that's why I like using the Pro Gallery to showcase showcase the products, be able to have unique layouts rather than just the square equivalent product layout, if that makes sense. Yeah, honestly, look, let's see. I wonder if there's going to be a warning. I just hit the delete button. Yeah. I'm going to leave it. But anyways, guys, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out. I do want to showcase, because we're at the end of our session today. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope it kind of just opened your mind to, oh, of course, I have custom products, or I can pull in the default store, but now I know how to customize my my shop using galleries. So you guys can get a nice little effect like this. So really what I'm expecting for you guys for this challenge is seeing, even if it's just a singular section with a custom grid of your products, and that has a interesting, hover interaction or what have you. All I want to see is you guys, and I don't think I input any data for these, so that's why those are blank. But as long as you guys showcase that you guys imported your product data into the Pro Gallery and you've created an awesome layout, good to go. That's what today's challenge is all about, because other than that, doing too much more than that, it's a little complicated. But if you guys want to do more and actually build out a whole e-commerce page like this, more power to you. And that's what you guys have been doing. And speaking of that, I do want to showcase two amazing, three. There has been 3 submissions to our Discord for the last challenge. And let's take a look at that. So we had Kimberly, Dimma, and Victor. Let's take a look at yesterday's challenge submissions. So first off, we have Victor, and yesterday was hover interactions. So this is what X Eddie, click to order now. I love the fact we were messing around with just custom hover interactions and buttons specifically, but this is actually really awesome. They send screenshots in the Discord showing their icons being edited. This is awesome. Very nice work. Next, let's check out Dimma's. I love the fact that this is like shadily coming out from the side. I'm actually really curious. How did you make this happen? Like, how? What is this with? And then you have your play button. Very nicely done. Beautiful job. Kimberly, let's see what you got. Oh my God. I was like, what is that number? You got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 challenge. This is really nice work. Beautiful work. Kimberly, I can't believe you caught all the way up. You did all the way up from challenge 1, 2. Wait, hold on. I was like, wait, something's going on. And I love the fact that you have this delicious video background. This is awesome. But we're definitely going to have to check out all of your projects, or I'm going to have to check out all your projects in the actual in the Discord. We don't have time for that now, but excellent job on challenge 9. Or wait, hold on. I think things paused on me, guys. Let me just go back. Okay, there we go. But excellent job, ladies and gentlemen. And I just want to say thank you so much for hanging out with me again. Tomorrow will be the last challenge for the week, and then we will announce our lucky winner on Monday after doing our tallies, looking over all the challenges again. And of course, guys, remember always, if you have any questions, join our Discord and go to ask a question. And well, if you have a question, but other than that, you can hang out, chat with us, show us what you're up to. And if you have a question or you are coming up against an obstacle in your workflow, send me a message, drop it, your question, ask a question, and we'll get back to you. And with that said, thank you guys for hanging out, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace. Have a great day. Dope responsive websites.